Hello there. All right, let me change screen. Although it might take about 30 seconds because my PC is a bit slow like that. But yeah, I've been doing a few behind the scenes changes, including apparently my webcam. Move that. My mic on? It is on. All right, so everything's working as it should be. That's promising. All right, let me just shut this down because I don't need this right now. All right, get the game up. And there we go. So yeah, I've been working on like a few behind the scenes kind of things. I don't know if they're all going to pan out though. There's one I wouldn't mind trying right now, so let's get this on. Hey up, Ada, how you doing? Ada, by any chance, do you have a YouTube account? Like to actually check my stream out on there for a second. I was working on this before I started the stream, just to let you know. Essentially, I'm just wondering if you can send a message over there in a second. Let me just get this open. And do this. Okay, so it looks like we're in the game. um, and then what I want to just quickly do is add this. Ooh, it's a bit big in it. Can I shrink it? Ooh, I don't think I can get it on without making it look weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to look at this the best way I can. It just looks a bit big. So maybe it's not a good idea right now. You see what I mean? It's kind of in where I've had it already. It's not in a good place, is it? That's a fair response. That is a fair response. Yeah, I could make it transparent without the border. Let me give that a go. Obviously I've got previous chat box still up there as well, so that's a slight issue. Let me find the wiki that lets me do it. If I make it fully transparent, there we go. And then okay, that should be up to date. Capital M there, I think. It does what I want. That's the kooky thing about it. It just might be too big. If I can hide the other one temporarily. If I turn that off a minute. I mean, it's there, but it's kind of odd. Maybe down here, but I suppose the question is then, do they interfere with the cards? Maybe down here? Less interference, maybe? Yeah, it's not too bad. I can't explain the badges, just to be clear. I don't know why they're inaccurate, but it should be the idea it can pick up YouTube as well as Twitch and just put them both there. It's a little bit cheeky, but it might be useful, at least down the line. All right, let's give it a crack. Let's see if it works well or not. So, I need to find a deck I wanted to run. So that was one that I was trying to run. I wasn't particularly happy with it. I think that's what I was trying to run yesterday. Let's give it a bit more of a go, eh? Where's my duck? Here's my duck. I want to try and make a build like this work, but something tells me it's not a thing. And I'm really wary in case I drop rank badly. Alright, we got the Quinjet. Okay, I really don't want to play Mirage on Krakoa. That feels very wasteful. Wow, they had Quicksilver in hand and chose not to play it. I kind of know what that feeling, Ada. I'm doing okay in general. Been a bit of a... Ooh. Been a weird set of days. Ooh. I don't think they thought that one through. Okay, I'm really intrigued here. I'm going to snap because I feel like putting 5 power over there is very good. Especially when I can buff it. Joaquin. Oh, right. I've only just noticed they're playing Arishem. No wonder they're playing some funny cards. Alright, that's funny, but not really useful. We'll play Devil Dino. Yeah, let's do that. Is that the, like, flares and all that? Like the Elden Ring thing?
Opponent snapped.
Oh, is it doing pronouns as well? Hang on, let me have a double check of that. Right. I'll tell you what, I will turn that off because I didn't want to have that on, to be fair. Oh, you like it? Fair enough. I was more concerned that it was inaccurate. That's why I was thinking if it isn't working, then I'd rather, you know, change it. Oh,
I see.
all right. I will give them the fist bump for the fact that that Heimdall was very clever,
Victory.
but I don't think they thought it through. Because for sure they won Sanctum, but they didn't really have enough to win Krakoa, let alone Atlantis. Yeah, it's one of those where I know that it can be a delicate thing, or, you know, you don't want to accidentally offend someone. But, yeah, our seat as well, it's drawing from information from somewhere, so I can only assume it's information that has been inputted somewhere. So, one of those where I'm like, when I go back on, I will turn it off, because like I say, it does seem a bit awkward in case it does pick up the wrong thing. But equally, it's like, is it the wrong thing? Alright, that's kind of interesting. So the whole idea is essentially we want to try and get Ancient 1 on 3. Why is Twitch chat emote only? Oh, are we on emote only? Thank you very much, T-Max. I don't know why it didn't turn off. There we go. All back on. Appreciate it, man. Let's play Mirage. Actually, that was probably a misplay, but we'll cope. Yeah, my button at the start of the stream should turn it off, and for whatever reason it didn't, so... Yay, button. Ooh, Camelot, okay, that's cool. We'll play the Ancient One, we'll get a Tau Mandala in a hand. Then... I think we might just Kahori, considering that's a fair chunk of power. Yeah, we got the Ancient One, which is new this week. The Tau Mandala on reveal. Copy the text of one of your ongoing cards here onto your other characters here. So we want fill the lane and then play the Tau Mandala to give all of those cards the same ongoing ability. That's the theory, anyway. I found it a little bit tricky to use, if I'm going to be frank. Right, so they're getting rid of Nico for Craven. We're at net neutral there, essentially. The worst thing for me as well, we haven't got Mystique yet. So I feel like I've got to play Devil Dino here. Ooh.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of boned here. Because they could play one card there, one there, and just hold that lane. If it's the kind of deck I'm thinking it is, anyway. Let's just do that for see if we can make a big, massive lane. And then... yeah, I don't see this as good. I don't really blame them, to be honest. I feel like it is very, very heavily weighted towards pay-to-pay players. Not a fan. Hey up, Kadabug. I mean, I won the mid quite nicely. But yeah, I mean, if you look on my account, I've got Caloran Bat Team. I've got the new Bad Batch in progress. 2 relics, 1 gear 12, 2 gear 11s. But then it comes to the Empire. You can say all 5 stars. And who's the other lot? The Pirates. Oh, and the Vanguards. Oh, the Mace Vanguards. Yeah. There's just a lot there that is not very friendly. It is a bummer. I've got to say, because I don't know if I actually said it. Hello there, Kadabug. I saw your name then. I was thinking, did I say hello or did I just carry on talking? And I know I do that. Thank you for the resub, although I don't know why it went all the way down there. Thank you regardless, Kadabug. Just thinking about this, right? Agent 13 here. How cool would it be, just for thematic reasons, if she was a 1-3? Just one teeny weeny buff, but, like, it wouldn't hurt, would it? Wouldn't break her. Alright, that's interesting. I don't want to copy the ancient one. Well, it's decent power. Nothing crazy, but it's decent. Khonshu. Gambit. Khonshu again. How I wish I got a discard card in my hand. Like a Black Bolt or something. Alright, let's Devil Dino. We got Prior, which helps us a little bit this turn. Just because I knew that was happening. So I've lost. You see, that'd be the nice win line, but I don't know if that just feels like I'm coping. I'm already winning the middle and I'm not gaining enough power left. And Devil Dino's 18, so it's not going to be enough to carry right. So I'm wondering instead of... But I feel like I need to go a little bit harder still, like that. Ugh. I needed Coulson. Coulson would have been a nice little buff then. Maybe do it like that. Yeah, that ain't gonna be enough anyway, is it? Man, I wish I'd actually played the tower now. I should have towered. At least Apo has become farmable. Your guild's making an effort to try and get everyone to rally before the arrival of the raid. I mean, I'm working on Apo as much as I can, obviously. I feel like any new character, I'm just bottoming straight away. But I don't see him getting to Rallic imminently. It's going to be... I don't know, about 6 weeks until he's ready. I mean, you've done well there, T-Max. I mean, I know for myself, my main priority is I want to try and get these characters to... I'm just thinking what I'm doing here as well. I want to try and make sure I get the characters to 7-star as fast as I can, then obviously work on the gear, the relics, whilst I'm also working on whatever farm I'm doing. So like Lord Vader on my main, Jabba on my free-to-play. It's a bit of a juggling act. Ooh. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to play it, but it's tasty. Ooh. Double ooh. I like that. I haven't really got a good... Well, I haven't got Ancient One in my hand, but even if I had, I wouldn't say I've got something I would want to Tau. I have been trying with the 12.99s. I have not got anything good so far. In fact, on my free-to-play, I got less than average. So, yeah, I'm not going for like the crazy ones, but I try and make sure I get them to 4-star to start doing the shard farming in the marquee. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough to get it to 5-star for the event thing. I have that weird feeling they could Enchantress here now just to lower my curve. Or not. I wonder if that's enough. Yeah, I was going to say, they've got a hard time challenging that mid. And if they play anything left, they feed the Devil Dino, so... Yeah, that was a good one. I got 22 shards of Apo from Nightfall, then you spent 4k for 50 shards. Oh. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? I know for myself, I don't bulk buy shards. I just haven't done it. I don't think I will ever do it. But I can respect your position. If you're in a guild that's really pushing hard for it, then you've got to do what you got to do to keep up. But I know for myself, we've been talking about in our guild today, and essentially we're all just hoping we've got a Caloran back team to start with. And then those who've maybe slept on it, they're going to get a rude awakening when they realise, oh yeah, the raid rewards are terrible now. Because we have been putting it out there, you know, what we're backed in. Yeah, I think that is probably a fair way of looking at it. I mean, it's what, 2600, 3900, so yeah, 3 boxes. No. Oh, that's right, 3900 give or take, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, I think I'm about the same, Lilith. I think I am myself, but about 2. What are we working on? Forge. Yeah, I've got one guaranteed. That's Caloran back. Aranya. That's a bit psychedelic. I mean, it's psychedelic, but adding the rainbow confetti is like... Oh, I haven't said this anywhere else except for my Discord server, but I have managed to max out the Mastery on Iron Man on here. So it's the only card in the game I've got that I can have a gold diamond flare for. That's kind of cool. And I've got the Iron Man reactions, which I think I might actually make sure are equipped as well. You know, if anyone wants to emote me, I'm like, I am Iron Man. Oh, that is more northern than normal then, I think. I'm hoping that there are some options for undersizing, but not necessarily at the cost of difficulty. Like, if it means gearing more things up to make sure I can get a score, I think I might take it this time. When you add in the fact that it's a year life on the raid, and that with it coming out imminently, when the pirates are actually ready, shall we say, free to play ready, it's only going to be about 6 months on the raid left. I just genuinely don't think they thought it through, at least in terms of what player reaction is. Either that or if they thought it through, they didn't care. Yeah, that was me. As soon as I saw Rappo yesterday, I was like, right, farm it. We just can't waste time with that. A deck like this makes me think that Red Guardian's just waiting, if not Enchantresses. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but they're saying a Pirate GL, and I'm thinking, I have never considered any pirate in Star Wars to be a Galactic Legend-worthy character. And I've heard this Reddit thing of, like, Han will be the pirate because Lando went, "How you doing, you old pirate?" And I'm like, if that's about as loose a connection we need to make a pirate, then... ah, well. But what's the saying? It's something along the lines of, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. And that's why I am with it. Yeah, I definitely see guild switching being a thing. I thought Hondo originally, like, I think he's the only one who genuinely fits the pirate theme. But I can see him just going a totally different way with it. If it was a neutral GL, you'd think Revan would be the answer. You would think. Right, I'm expecting Shang in the middle, so what is in the left? I'm guessing Kitty. There's the Shang.
Power must be controlled.
Yeah, they win. All the tech guards, Enchantress, Shang-Chi. It's like, you kind of know what's going to happen with that game. I am genuinely getting a bit frustrated at it now, because it's like, you can't actually try and have a bit of fun with what you're creating. It's like, alright, you've got to build around Enchantress, Shang-Chi, Red Guardian, Cosmo. It's like, oh, can I just play some cards? I mean, again, Maul's not a pirate in my eyes. He's a mob boss at most. It's like, I do think it would be better if there was more interaction with bots for that reason, which I never thought I'd be saying, but... At least bots allow us to do our own thing. For the most part, they don't tend to hard counter. Right, this is a kook. All comments aside, I appreciate a kook. War machine. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think I do that because I don't want to play... I'll do that. If Valkyrie is that, fair enough. If Valentina's drawn, great. If Gregor's drawn, that's great because it copies the Captain Marvel. Dino's great. So yeah, we'll do that. Right, that's Kapore. Oh, okay, Ares we've pulled. Okay, I like the irony of that. Like, Shadow King, I'll undo your cost. And, yeah, Valkyrie says, no, I'm going to add to them. Genuinely don't know what we're doing here, though. It is possible, if not likely, that Ares could beat a... or whatever this might be. So maybe we play it there, actually. No. Play it there, and play that there. I'm trying to give Marvel room to move. Oh. The double Kahori? We only got 2 cards in hand, so it's not major buffs. Okay.
Victory.
The last time this game was fun, it wasn't out yet. I can't really comment because I didn't play it that back then. I played just after it came out. So, I've had fun for it for the large point, and even now I still have fun for the most part, but something about how the game's being played at the moment, there is just so many people out there playing very sweaty decks. You just look at it sometimes and go, could you not all just play something a little less sweaty? You know, and also this doesn't help when the game's bugged to all buggery, but like every deck right now, I would wager. Let me just filter by on reveal. Pound to a penny, every deck right now, it's got something along the lines of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi will it be in every deck. You build around it. You've got Enchantress. There's probably something like... Funny, I'm going to this point and I'm forgetting things. Red Guardian, where is that douchebag? Red Guardian. I feel like they are the big 3 offenders. I feel like every time I see them, I'm getting tilted a little bit because it feels like they're always coming out like to sort of say, right, I'm going to ruin your fun a little bit. I don't know. They probably aren't that bad, but it just feels like they're the ones that will always be there. You know, Red Guardian will stomp you. Enchantress will just kill your hopes, and then Shang-Chi will just finalize it. Okay, Tarnax is interesting. If we can get a 1 cost and throw it in, it's probably still not great, but it's something. Okay, Mika's not much, but we'll deal with it. We'll play Coulson. Stuff a hand. Doc Ock and Cersei. That's kind of cool. I mean, if it gets Kyera, I'm not too bothered. If it hits Meek, that's just funny. I said it was funny. Yeah, let's just Cersei him. I've got no idea what we're doing about the other lanes, to be clear, but I'm just having a bit of fun here. Alright, well, Bullseye, you're having a bit of fun there, I respect that, but I'm just going completely undo everything you're doing here, pretty much. So we're getting a Scream, and a Mega Red, and a Jane Foster, which does nothing, but it's a big target, and we get Gamora, which tops up as well. Alright, that was a lot. I won't mind, I can't actually see what I'm doing next now. Maybe that. That card in a hand. Decent top up, maybe. Oh, that is a lot. That is going to be the swarms, isn't it? Oh, thank you. Kind of. Oh, just enough. 1 point. I mean, that was kind of fun. You know, this is what I was saying, right? There are games that are tilting me at the moment with all these bleeding tech cards, but then there's stuff like this which is just utter nonsense. But I love it. It's like, that guy got no way of stopping a Red Skull. I ain't got a way of stopping it, but I kind of liked it. Fun. I mean, it's the name of the deck, Agents of Chaos. We are just literally Agents of Chaos right now, just trying our best to get cubes left, right, and centre and not die along the way. Like a die being losing an 8 cuber. Alright, up against Nukers. I don't feel like that was meant to be a naughty word. Miss. See that girl, Nukers. Okay, different way of playing Thanos. Be kind of cool if I could nick a stone of his. Right, I don't want to play Collector there just in case it goes over 5 before we play that. Surge on in a Thanos deck, that could be quite brutal. We'll have the Ancient One and the Tower Mandala. Power's going to be 3, so we haven't got the Quinjet discount. Quinjet would be very nice, actually. Either way, I need to play in Camelot. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm going to struggle to properly compete there. that will take us up to deck size, hand size, sorry, of 7. We can then Devil Dino. Yeah, we've still got chances. We won't win the Iron Patriot contest. Ooh, okay. Enchantress is nice. I mean, I didn't pick her. She came to me. Alright, so that's 17 power mid. They would have to play something very chunky in the mid to contest. Thanos, Soul, base. Right, am I reading that as 14 power? I had that's 21. Surely.
Opponent snapped.
Spectrum? 2 ongoing cards. I'm struggling to think out why he's snapping at this. Alright, so yeah, that would be enough most likely. The final stone was enough. Something that just cheeses me off. I mean, I respect it. You've got the Mind Stone, it's the 2, it's just like... just when I think I have a chance. I mean, this deck ain't competitive, is it? I mean, if you're putting Agent 13 in the deck full stop, you know you're not being competitive. But I do like the curve of it. I like having low-cost cards I can just dump. That's kind of why it's here. It's not because I think it's a great card, it's just... it gives me an option. You know, if I wanted... like, for better curve, I'd probably put Hawkeye, Kate Bishop in. Alright, so Camelot. Let's just play Collector. Mercury could be interesting in terms of if we see something we want to stop them from moving. I don't see that being the case, though. Yeah, I don't mind this. We can Mirage Mercury in the med. We haven't got Devil Dino at the moment. That's an issue. Kahori can give some benefit as far as allowing us to use our hand size to our benefit, but it's still not what I'd like. Temporal Manipulation. Oh, I didn't realize they were Irish. And damn, they've got a big deck. Okay. Now, let's play it over there. I don't like the idea of accidental clog there. For all I know, they could get an acid arrow or something. Maybe not this turn, but coming up. Okay. I mean, I do like the idea of that. I'm just a little bit worried about M priority. Are we locked in? Alright, Mercury actually did well there. So, we won that lane, surely. I think that's a win. Because if they play Shang-Chi as well, they're going to get nuked in that lane.
Victory.
Yeah, I like that. That was actually a very good timing for Mercury. Because you couldn't justify putting Mercury in a deck solely for that reason, right? You're never going to pick up because, oh, if I get Asteroid M, it'll stop 3 costs moving. But that was a very situational good use. Quinjet. Black Vortex. Give me Agent 13. That is not Agent 13. Fenris. Okay. What, you are yourself. Okay, so we got to be wary of that big bad Red Hulk. It feels a little underwhelming, but 2 Quinjets could be alright. Oh.
Opponent snapped.
No way I'm sticking for that.
Escaped.
I say I respect them snapping on it, but I was not sticking around for that. I mean, is there anything actually being cooked that's interesting with this card? Yeah, Not My Dance was playing Zoo the other day, but that's about it. Alright, we'll skip that turn. Okay, we will play Victoria here. I do like the idea of them triggering the Victoria hand. Big Victoria hands are nice. There's a point when you see a move player and you're like, yeah, you're not a bot. It'd be nice if bots didn't give off that impression. Alright, I do need to draw cards, so I'm thinking, do we do that and then just play this down? Alright, so they've got a beast. That's good to know. Yeah, we'll play Devil Dino mid. If they play that beast well, they could get a really big payoff. I say the beast, the 3 cards the beast did. So move decks traditionally go right to left, so I figure let's beef up what we can right. But yeah, it feels a bit of a waste of the early moves because we haven't really played a Victoria hand card, you know, a created card. It's only Coulson and 13 that we've pulled that could do it. Oh, and arguably Mirage, but we pulled the worst one out of there with Beast. Just getting my bot instructions for TB. Yay. Alright, so it's a hand size of 5. It's not great, but it takes us up to 10. So the Vulture goes mid. They move back right? No, they take it left. 8 power there, and Sage. Yeah, I'll give them the due that was well played. Yeah, that was well moved. It's that question of where do you want to put your power, and they correctly guessed that I was probably going to go a lot in the mid. Yeah, Sage as well. I'll be honest, when I've played Move Bounce, I've always tried to cut Sage because I feel like she's that card that doesn't really make sense in the deck. But when you see it there, it makes sense. You know, she gets good late power. It's a bit of a bummer, really, because even if I'd have played the Coulson there, it'd have been an extra 2 for her, so there was no way of outpacing it. Alright, Caste Master. Are you a Devil Guild? You're taking your time, sir. Is everything okay? Are you safe? Are you alright? I think we lost him. I think we lost him. Oh well, Caste Master. You will be missed.
Victory.
Okay. Somehow we filled all locations there. Rightio. I do hope they do something with alliances moving forward. I know there's like a big list of things to do, but I'd like it if they made it more interesting. Alright, just do your bounties. You know, it'd be nice if there was some way of actually working with these people. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. Okay, so Mirage is nice, but I would very much like it if we pulled Camotage here now. That's not bad. I've seen a lot of Destroy decks of late playing Lady Deathstrike, so I've got a little bit of paranoia about playing Victoria Hand and Quinjet there. Nico. Nico's interesting. That is interesting as well. Okay. We'll do that for now. Okay, so they're drawing. I mean, I like the look of that. Killmonger's coming, by the way. Can we just be open and honest about that? I shouldn't have really played it, but... oh well.
I definitely need to change my
But
underwear.
Nico, fair enough, I did need to play it, but Quinjet I should have held. This could be very bad if the Tamandala copies the... yeah, it did. Good. Alright, so I've got a Devil Dino that's acting like a Victoria hand.
What a game!
I don't think you meant that to happen, did you? So you've got a problem. My impression was they wanted Null on its own so they could Zola it. We'll play it, just see how it goes, but I am not optimistic here. Alright, that was not good either. Oh, come on, they got the nuts. That was quite literally right. What do you need? We'll give it you. I mean... pretty brutal, that one. Definitely should have retreated, to be clear, but... you think, surely you're not going to get all of the RNG you need, but no, they did. Alright, I just saw that. I was like, why are they not showing my numbers? I don't know. What numbers are we at now? 10 minutes ago, we're at 5 and 5 for the DAC. Up against Blackfist. The highest rank achieved is Vibranium. So that's going to feel really bad if I don't beat them. Okay, so we'll follow that up with Mirage. We got an Abomination, which is meh. Surge is not particularly nice to see. Just spread our ongoings a bit. I mean, alright, so... Yeah, that's an interesting interaction. Gorgon sort of impacting us, but Quinjet deducting. Not a lot, but we will Kahori. It's 4 cards on board besides Kahori, so they'll get a buff. I'd have thought. Apparently not. See, I don't know if we want to do Ancient One here. It feels a little bit late and wasteful. I actually think we do that and that. Actually, no. We'll do that. We can make it work. We can make it work. We do Ancient One, Victoria Hand. And then afterwards we do Mystique and the Tau. Alright, so they've got 20 power in the mid. Fair play. Yeah, so Mystique and Tau. But that's the issue though, there isn't any benefit to Mystique in it, is there? You know, it's fun to do, but there's no real oomph to it. There's a bit of me that just wants to play something kind of big. Like maybe that and... I don't think I thought this through. Ooh. No. Oh. Wow.
Victory.
Yeah, that one definitely caught me off guard. Alright, so with that, we should be back on for a positive cube rate. We're now 7 and 7. Sorry, win rate, not cube rate. We were actually on a positive cube rate before, but I haven't been snapping aggressively, so that's part of the reason why. Let's play Maria for a tempo play. Make sure we get a 2 cost. I do actually think Maria's got some decent viability that never gets explored. As if people go, oh, Maria sucks. You know, she's not goated or anything, but she isn't as bad as people would make out. Yeah, we'll do Collector mid, because that just will get bigger and bigger. In theory. Okay, so they have 4 energy. Arishem gives them 5. Do we get 2 costs? No. We should have hand room. Rock Slide, Cersei again. Cersei's kind of coming in clutch for us at times here. Ancient One gives us a Tau Mandala. Devil Dino. Agamotto. Demon. Alright, that'd be safe to say we're behind in all 3 lanes. Yeah, I think Cersei could be really good in a lane, but I don't want to play her early. How Mandala. And let's Valentina. Alright, we don't get the card from Valentina, but everything else does come off for us, so that's not bad. I say everything else, i.e. these 3 Victoria hands that are going to be chonking off. Okay, so she still needs some love. I so want to play the Cersei, but the trouble is I haven't got a low curve after. I haven't got a way of adding to hand. I kind of think I just Cersei for the fun of it at this point because they put so much power down that last turn. Oh, that's a shame. I'm bummed about that. The only other thing I could think is maybe we Cersei right, because that's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 3. Maybe one of them's a Killmonger and destroys them. I don't know. Go on. Alright, Morgan was a bit of a hard call anyway. Yeah. Okay. My best hope there was that the Morgan produced a Nick Fury, which added 3 cards, and yeah. I don't know what else I was expecting there to Killmonger. But again, I was asking for a lot from that. Definitely should have retreated. So we're back into a negative win rate. I think we're now 7 and 8. I don't know what it is with Untapped at the moment, but it's not really keeping up to date with everything. Alright, I don't know what's coming next, so I'm just going to play that there. It's Red Guardian, fair play, they win the mid. Alright, I do want cards, so we're going to Agent Coulson. This is a dangerous thing for them. If they float now, they could reduce the power of the Sunspot. Yeah, it all feels very weird. Like, I've just spent a couple of minutes just trying to get the tracker back online. It was very odd. Right, well, Kahori... And we could even do Quinjet Misery after. Okay, so Coulson's going to get reduced. I did forget about that small thing. Maybe that instead? I'm not really sold on that. We could do that, I guess. Stops that getting reduced. Gives us a little bit more room to play final turn.
Clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff.
Preemptive Elixir. Don't listen to people when they say it doesn't matter, it does. I feel like I've got to give up that lane. So I'm thinking my best strategy might just be to go like that. That doesn't feel like a lot. But it was. Definitely went mid. You know what I mean? Like, I thought we're not going to go for like a big power card. Like, if I played Devil Dino, that would have sucked it in. So I'm happy with that. That was actually a decent play by me, if I'm allowed to say that. And we won a location with only one card. Yay! Can I upgrade a card while we're just sitting here? I don't think I've had anything in, like, Ultimate for a while. Keep getting cheated by these, like, custom cards. I'm like, no, you are custom. Yeah, I think that's where the custom cards started. Just trying to see if there's anything yellow. You know, anything that I was working on and maybe I left behind. I mean, that's custom. That, I think I left because it got the gold border. Oh, sorry, the gold flare. I'm pretty sure that's custom, yeah. That's definitely custom. This might all just be one massive indicator that I need to choose another card to work on. Yeah, apparently so. Well, I've just got Iron Man to max mastery, so what's next? Storm? Got a way to go on Storm. Got a few variants I can work on though. Maybe give the Jeff one a little run. Hey up, Snappy, how you doing? I think that I never worked on the Savage Land one either. That was like one of my first variants. I'll take it. I'm trying something with Ancient One and Victoria Hand. It's the worker. We're currently 50-50, 8 wins, 8 losses. So yeah, take that as you will. That reminds me, I can turn the extension back on now. Right, I turned it off the other day when I was doing the stream. There we go.
Victory.
I mean, I'll take it. There are ongoing cards here, yeah. I mean, if you're talking about him retreating, yeah, he was probably playing non-going deck, but you really retreat just because one location's got that. I've got ongoing cards. I'm not going to just retreat because of Isle of Silence. We'll play Mirage. Alright. Playing Vapti was happy about. I'm not happy to see that. Shadow King as well is kind of awkward. Yeah, it could have been that. Okay, Collector, Morbius. This is a Bullseye deck. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Well, he's snapped on me already, so I might as well just see it out for a bit. Okay, I don't mind playing Kahori. I mean, so far they're doing a lot of collecting, but not a lot of discarding, which for their deck is probably a bit of concern. So I'm not going to write myself out or anything. I mean, I actually kind of like where my game goes from here in terms of the Tau Mandala does give us the option to convert either of these lanes into a Devil Dino lane. If it gets big enough. I mean, my instinct says that because there's two collectors there already. So hopefully one Mystique is enough. The downside is I'm not convinced we've got enough power because we're going to drop that by 2 cards. Oh, we're saying that we do add one with the Tau Mandala copy, and so it goes back up to 6. So we're at 18 right now. Goes down to 16. But then that's 16 times 3, which is 48. And then another 16 minus 3, so 13 added to the right. It's not bad, is it? As long as it's not a Gambit, we might have a chance. You know, I get the feeling you'd tell me off if I didn't do it. Alright, so they're all converted and they've all got their own power, so I did forget about that. But let's just see how big this gets. This could get way beyond 48. Oh, okay. They didn't bullseye.
Victory.
I'm not wrong, Gamma. They didn't bullseye. And yeah, they discarded swarms. So they definitely could have bullseyed. And I might have missed it, but I think the... Yeah. I mean, I'll take the 4 cubes there. That was a good 4 cubes for me, but I don't think it would have had too much of an impact. I think we were still winning even with the bullseye negatives, but when you add in the fact the collector would have gone up, it might have swung it for him. So yeah, I think they made a mistake there. Like a game-losing mistake. Oscar Morgul.
Gotta run, hun.
Gotta run, hun. Alright, well, like Coliseum. It looks like I need to turn streamer mode on again. I've just remembered. Seriously, I won't know why Discord stopped doing it automatically. It has always done that for me, and then recently it's like, no, do it yourself. I mean, I like that. And I like that. Red Wing's not bad, but I can understand why it'd feel like a dud. Proxima's decent though if you have for your discard options. I will say that. We've still got turns to play, so I actually don't mind just playing that down, but do we just go Annihilus or do we hold it? I think we hold, so we got more hand size. D6? Okay, no. Right, I'm genuinely thinking we just play an Annihilus mid. And even though it's not really doing much, Kahori, because I just don't know what this deck is trying to do. I mean, I'll flip that. We'll do an Annihilus Kahori, but I just can't work the logic out here. Okay, the demon, the Hood the Demon, I get that. And you're playing it on Camelot, so it's not like there's a bad thing to it. You're getting +5 on a -3, so it's an 8 power swing. Fair play. But I don't get the Cosmo. Surely, surely that's just a bad choice in terms of... Even if you're saying to yourself, I don't want the positive on reveals of Maximus or Rhino or even Luna, that just feels like a very bad inclusion. Again, I only won the right by 1 point, so who am I to talk? Maybe they're cooking and I'm just not seeing it, but yeah, I don't really get that one. I like that card back, by the way. That could be nice. I mean, Yeah, I could respect the Shang, you know. It felt more like not even defensive. Well, yeah, it kind of felt like they were trying to prevent their own things rather than stop my things. So maybe it's just how they played it. Maybe, as you say, it is for a more reactive play, but yeah. Is that the thing that's worth crystals? I saw it, but I didn't really have an opinion on it. Hey up, Liam, how you doing, man?
Gotta run.
Yeah, if that's the crystal pack, I haven't got it myself, but it might be worth it with what's going on. Oh, that's a bit different to what I saw. Actually, let's split that. Send it here. Let me have a look. Get my store open. Ah, I see it now. So the Supreme Energy Cache. Weird, I will say that. Could be decent. Have I slept? How did they get 2 cars down that quick? Oh, they had Project Pegasus. No bloody wonder. Alright, I'm going to retreat out of this one. I completely missed the tempo and I'm behind now. Yeah, I'm setting myself up for a fail if I keep up in that one. Liam, not too bad. Want to jump and say hi? I'm glad you have. I was talking about you the other day and you did get a bit of a sad response from people when they found out you'd stopped playing. So, yeah, people do miss you. Which, you know, it's obviously sad that you left, but it's nice to see that people do have that, what's the phrase, those feelings about you. I think it was another C6 deck, yeah. I don't assume it's a thing at the moment that people are trying, and I kind of get it. You know, there are interesting number of 6 costs at or 6 power at the moment, but I wouldn't have thought it'd be that big a thing. I saw someone come up with a spicy pick for D2, playing Carnage. And the idea being, play Carnage if you get a location like Monster Island, destroy the monster, and then Shadow King. I thought that was an interesting thing. Not enough that I'd do it, but it caught my attention. Ooh. Go on, we'll play the Tau. We'll get a Tau. Alright, Phoenix Force. I mean, I like that. We got a Sam. We get a Sinister. And they both turn into Victoria Hands. Yeah, definitely not tilted at the fact that we've just pulled a very... I'm not wrong, Gamma. Each one of these can move, can't they? That's my assumption anyway. He can move all 4 of them. Play something else into bar sinister. So yeah. He really should have snapped that. Just to get the 2. He should have snapped before he played Deathlock. That was just an easy out for me. I did set up a while ago a bot account for Twitch. I'm going to have to try and find out what the login detail was for it, because ideally I'd have it so that like those messages about ads and whatnot, they come from like a little bot account. Alright, it's not a bot this. Speak the devil. C2. Yep, there's Goose. I don't think it's an unworthy check, that, by the way. You know, a lot of the time, Nightcrawler isn't a bot deck. I mean, for you, that's very good. I mean, I've seen a few people leave in the last couple of months. So I think a lot of people are feeling very similar in the sense of, you know, there's not really a desire to keep going or to try and open up and see what's happening. So, you know what? I don't blame any of you. Don't get me wrong, I'm sad that you aren't playing and other people aren't playing, but I completely understand it. I think that should be alright. I mean, just because you've obviously not been playing, but in case you haven't heard it, they've announced the new raid in the last 24 hours, Liam. And it's safe to say it's caused conversation. It's a raid set during set at the Jedi Temple during Order 66. And for some reason, pirates are involved. So, I genuinely mean it, Liam. You're probably better off not playing. Oh, hang on, I don't want to do that.
Opponent snapped.
They wouldn't have an ongoing removal, would they? That lane's lost, I'm not even competing. Yeah, but if you're rogue, then you steal the power and then it nicks it for C2. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone else's reaction, Liam. I mean, it's honestly the most pay-to-win raid we've had so far. You know, and I'm not just saying it because I don't spend a lot of money in the game. It's just factual. I mean, can I bring it on screen just to give you an idea? Here we go. Let's filter it by Order 66. Have we not had it in yet? Oh, it's here, raids. Oh, still not there. Have they not done it? I'm confused at that. I could have sworn I saw a post saying they'd done it. Yeah, there's a pirate tag, but you'd have thought there'd be more, wouldn't you? raids. Maybe it's there. But they haven't even got it here. But I'm not looking for the pirate tag. I'm looking for the Order 66. Let me just pull it off Discord. They'll have a... I've got a bot command for it, I'm sure. Or even better, I did a thing earlier for it. Alright, so this is my entire guild, so it does look a bit of a mess, but let me just resize it. There we go. So, Grand Moff Tarkin, then, again, this is if Liam's interested, which, if anything, you can just have a laugh at how much we've got to do. We've got 4 new clone troopers that work with Lord Vader, so they're all requirements. They work with Tarkin, though, because reasons. Lord Vader's the boss, so I suppose that is the reason, but still. Why Tarkin's leading against Lord Vader, who knows? Then we've got a new set of Bad Batch, so we've got Omega Fugitive, Hunter Mercenary, Wrecker Mercenary, and Crosshair with Batcher. So yeah, they're a team. Then we've got Jedi Master Mace Windu, Jocasta Nu, Jedi Temple Guard, Depa Billaba, who's not even in the game yet, same as Mace Windu. Ayla Secura is now the 5th member of that team because she's got a Zeta that locks her into that team. And then we've got a whole bunch that can work with Caloran Beck. And then finally we got some pirates that we can't work with yet because we haven't got a full team of pirates. So yeah, it's a mess. Oh yeah, for sure, I definitely believe that the legacy team's Caloran. Yeah, it was on the dev post, but I don't know about anyone else. I found it very poorly formatted. But yeah, how I see it, I'll be carrying on. It's not like it's changed my thoughts or anything, but it has frustrated me. I'm like, CG, why'd you do things like this? You know you're going to get the player base angry, so why'd you do it? And the simple answer is because they can. Yeah, exactly. It's like I say, I'm not even mad at them. It's just disappointed. Naturally. Essentially, that's what I'm thinking with the raid, Snappy. I'm going to wait till Fatal or someone comes out with a guide, and I'll just follow that. I mean, you've done well, T-Max. You have done well. I don't play that. That's actually not the worst thing to get hit. I was kind of playing it for whatever anyway, you know? They've got a Goliath, haven't they? Yeah. So we just go for numbers and hope it sticks. These are the kind of decks that are annoying me. There's not even a reasonable cook to them. It's just essentially heck. Heck to the heart's content. So they were playing the cannonball bet, weren't they? The Mercury cannonball. Fury's Lab won that for him, I think. Well, Cannonball obviously did a bit, but yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I skipped anything. That's the thing. I've not like been opening packs to get characters to 5-star. I've been getting them to 4-star, but I haven't been taking them to 5, and it's just simply because I don't have the crystals. As soon as I can get them farmable, I'm doing 3 refreshes a day on them. I said it before, it's probably going to be Han. How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see ya. So essentially you're just going via... Oh, done. Okay. You're just going for... like, chromium... not chromium packs. I can't think what you call it. The store purchases. Yeah, I don't like that. We haven't gone ongoing. I think I just play... Oh, this is horrible. I think I've got to. But that Town Mandala is useless there. Okay, so the question I'd be asking is, how have you got all of them ready yet? Like, what did you do to get the Crosshair and Wrecker done so fast? Because that's the bit I'm struggling with. I was kind of hoping there that the Victoria hand would land there, so that then I could play Town Mandala, but no luck. Even then, I would have still needed to play something right that it was generated. Maybe I could play Pixie, but Pixie's 2 power anyway, so it'd have been a very low power. Alright, so again, the episode pass as well, so that will top it up. I mean, I've been trying to do 3 a day. So, 25 refresh, 50 refresh. So that's 15 sims all day. My main issue at this point is that I start running into a problem where I've got those 3 characters. So right now I've got Wrecker, I've got Crosshair, and I've got Apo. But I haven't got enough energy to farm them. Or at least in the one block I do at night, if you like. It might be a case I have to start hoarding energy at night, just to make sure I've got it. Yeah, I mean, based on how I feel right now, I've got to agree, it was very slow for me. No, 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 no. Is this a move deck? Like, well, not a move deck, a push deck. Oh, Thanos. Okay. Different kind of annoying. I saw one the other day where they essentially played, I think, Hazmat to get the shield to -1 and then sent it over to my side. That was a weird coup, but I did appreciate it as far as, alright, you're not just doing the boring old thing everyone else does. Let's Iron Lad over there. We don't know what's going to come out of him, so we'll just hold it. I mean, if that was the cook he was doing here, he could have just played Shield Mate. Makes you wonder what the nut is, don't I mean, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, right now, honestly, I'm just hoping beyond hope that they don't play Eliath left. I'm hoping they flood left. Allow me to send Strange Supreme to the right. Hope Iron Lad's got a hell of a card. Yeah, of course it went left. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, you were on the evil side, T-Max. I mean, I wasn't actually playing at that period, or at least playing at that level. I might have just started. So, I've heard all about it, and yeah, I think you would have been getting Ms. Marvel emotes left, right, and centre for doing that. I mean, it's like this past week, there's been this cannonball thing. And I'm like, no, please don't do this. You know, I don't want to be stuck in a lane with a cannonball about to stop me from moving. It's weird, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the Galactus Spider-Man kind of deal. It's like I never used to mind Professor X how it was either. You know, it was restrictive, but it felt like a fair kind of restrictive. Like you almost kind of knew Prof X could come down, so you're aware of it. Whereas now, if you saw Prof X, you'd be surprised. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd revert Haiba back to how it was in terms of power. I feel like it did get hit a bit unfairly. Oh, hang on, let me never mind. How are we looking? About 16 minutes ago, I checked. Nearly been playing 2 hours as well, give or take a little bit at the start where I was just sorting this cat thing out. Collector, yeah, go on. Alright, win rates could drop down again, I think. Yeah, we're now 12 and 14. Still positive cube, right? You know, you take your positives where you can, I guess. If I get a rock, I get a rock. That's decent. Alright. That tells me this is probably some form of lockdown build, so I figure let's just use our hand size to our benefit right now. For all I know, they got a Hobgoblin then. Oh, they got Electro. Galactus? Just purely to stop a Galactus. Like, right lane it goes to 7, even if it got hit by the surge it'd be 7. And left we've got enough power. Yeah. I know Galactus players won't pull it off and they probably feel I'm a spoil sport, but... I'm going to say, it's one of those, isn't it? Oh, what's on free on Epic? 2-point hospital. I might pass on that one. I'm just waiting for my energy to come through. Skip that. Okay, the hub would have been nice next. I've never heard of it. I mean, if it's getting a recommendation, I can download it into my library. Okay. I don't mind that. You're kidding me? Like, how the freaking hell did he know I was going to do that? He probably didn't, but that is bloody annoying. Oh, what's your collection level, pal? 20k. I haven't got anything bigger on my deck, so I might as well just go like this. Right, that isn't safe because of Jeff, but it's kind of safe. We can Mystique. And Hitmonkey. I'm thinking it would build up Collector a bit as well, potentially. Probably not enough considering... I'm assuming left's going to get Shang-Chi'd. Or Enchantress. Or something. We're going to feel sad. Yeah, Enchantress. I did say it. It's what's getting me down with the game. I actually do think Enchantress could go back to being 4-5 and it would not affect the card. For a while, I felt Red Guardian could go down to a 3-2 and it wouldn't affect it. I just think a few of these tech cards need lowering in viability just a touch. You could even say the same about Shang. He could go from a 4-3 to a 4-2. It feels like they're all just too easy to play. There's no real negative to putting them down. I mean, I did play Sarah Control, but I think you could also argue that that's kind of an outdated build of it. You know what I mean? I wasn't like playing Mobius or like full-on Thanos with it or anything ridiculous. Okay, that's all good. Go on, we'll take more cards. Probably going Cloggers here. Am I wrong? Oh no, you're just going Gladiator. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I did play Arisham over the weekend and he was really doing well for me. Kind of eerie how well, actually. Maybe playing some mind games there. Okay. Interesting use of the Grandmaster. I think it's just people are playing it again. I can't really benefit from it like that. It's irritating. So... maybe that? Nah. Devil Dino mid would get hit by Echo. Let's see someone else get hit by Echo Blindness. Yep. With it being more popular at the moment, you would have thought you'd bypass it. Well, put it like this, I think this is the most popular I've seen Echo in the game. And I've never felt like she's been a bad card. It's just something that you really need to time. Yeah, I know the reason. I'm just saying, you know, you would have thought it would have been, it wouldn't have been C2 that would have done it. Apparently we're not playing cards. I've lost Hand and Quinjet. So that's fun. Alright, we're definitely going to have a bit of Magic gameplay. I would laugh if they stormed the mid and then Legion. I'd be mad, but I wouldn't be that mad. Let's just do that, I guess. Alright, Nico's good. Wow, Jennifer Kale. What did they discard? I mean, I wouldn't rule that out, to be fair. Let's do that, let's do that. Just spread our power. Why wouldn't you play? Yeah. So where do you play it? The trouble, I played that when I shouldn't have done, really. For 2 cubes, I don't mind seeing, but... Oh, 1 out there. That was unfortunate. Oh, that was unfortunate. I mean, I'll go back to it. This hasn't been doing well, but I'm still rank 90, so that is kind of good. When I was playing it the other day, I dropped back to 88, so I have not dropped that bad yet. Saying that, I might switch to something different in a minute. Alright, Kahori gone. Ball play. Alright. Squirrel's been nutted. You see, I feel this and I've got a very bad lane. That's where my irritation is here. No talent is negative for what it's worth. Right, Kahori's back. I mean, that wins that lane hands down. I mean, it's not a lot of power, but they still got to compete with -8 over there. One. Oh. Maybe not. I wasn't seeing Surfer, but when you think, quite a few threes then. Just not what I'd call traditional Surfer threes. I want to see my deck stats and then I'm willing to give it a, well, they give it a rest, change things up for a minute. Untapped has just been so slow. Alright, Superflow is interesting. We'll do 1-2. Why not? Actually, no. 2 cards. Yeah, go on, we'll play it. That way we've got a draw as well. Galacta Chimichanga. Okay. We get the Thing and a White Tiger. We get Tribunal. That is kind of interesting. We'll do Collector and Ancient One. Ooh. Alright, not on my bingo sheet. I think that's interesting. Oh, hang on. Scratch that. Reverse it. Let's do that and let's do that. Kahori is just so... Ugh. Not a lot of cards get buffed there. And you're probably right, Spectrum makes sense.
We are the future.
Is that really worth emoting me over? I'm not saying you haven't won, I'm just saying, was that really worth the emote? I just felt like a very... whatever. Alright. So... before that match, I was 13-8 with a 41% win rate. That's just dropped us down to a negative cube rate of -3. And the win rate's dropped by whatever the loss counts as. So, yeah. We're switching it up a little. We're switching away from Ancient One, just to be clear. Go on, put a bit of Mordo on, I guess. Can't pick titles because this is idiotic. I saw this online yesterday and I played it a little last night. It's a weird brew. That's half the reason I made sure that title was picked. Okay. So we can do Mobius. I think I'm going to take a lesson off one of my opponents in the tournament. Honestly, it's just decent in some situations to get rid of one cost. And that's why I'm glad I didn't play Mobius. I thought there was a chance they were going to do that. This is Toxic Surfer, I bet, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't do anything crazy. You know, it's... yeah, it's Toxic Surfer. I like the idea of it, you know. Alright, we're going to Echo there and Merlin there. We've got Enchantress, but we can hold off for a minute because they're going to play Mystique and they're going to get disappointed. Oh, they haven't Mystiqued. We've still got priority. Oh, you're thinking of doing it that way, are you? Are you thinking go like... oh, hang on. No, it wouldn't polymorph that, would it? Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I like the idea of getting a 2 cost. Because we can't get rid of the Echo.
Power must be controlled.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be Zola. Yeah.
Hail Hydra!
And then... 1... 2... yeah. I can't say I know what the build there is. I assume it's Toxic Surfer and it's the idea you've got a backup plan of Black Panther Zola, but it looks weird. But yeah, just going back to Electra, I think part of the idea is that it's just something you can easily polymorph. So, or even send it back in your deck for extra energy. You know, you got Thanos stones, you just use that to get rid of a stone and then send it back in your deck or turn it into a 2-cost. It's low tempo, but it's kind of just does something. I think the argument with Nico is sometimes you might like it to stay on the board. Whereas you're not really bothered if Electra doesn't come back. I'm thinking of the situations, for instance, where you've got the... trying to think of the ability, the double. Okay. I might as well play it. Storm. Sinister. Okay. Arguably Enchantress.
Oh, snap.
So if I could pull Enchantress now, that'd be very nice. Granted, it wouldn't benefit as far as Enchantress's Cardi. Yeah. Yeah, I can see what you mean there. Thing is, we have got 6 and 8 here. That's decent. I think I do that and I do that. But my gut is saying we do that and that. Just in case they didn't play left.
Victory.
Hey, Echo blindness. Hey, you gotta love it. I wouldn't mind, but I think they were that sort of focused on the fact that they got their Echo down that they were forgetting that I got mine. Yeah, that was a beautiful one. Alright, nothing play this turn. Wow, I've not seen that before. It's a pretty nice Zabu. Be shame if something happened to it. Not doing any harm right now, and we can actually benefit. Oh, saying that though, I'm not sure I want Mysterio this early because of the Great Web, so yeah, I'm actually kind of happy to get rid of that. I know I want the Mysterio to have a fake one in there. Zabu Surge. Kahori? Wow. I mean, that's a tempo play. Why would you play Kahori on Camelot? Like, surely you just play it on Great Web. I mean, I suppose the argument is they were trying to prevent the HUD from moving, but still a bit odd. 3 cards. Yeah, this is the awkward bit. I don't really want to be playing there. It's going to reduce my Sasquatch down to 5. I don't know if we get good value for this or not, but it does mean Sasquatch is still 4 cost. I mean, not what I wanted, but fine. That left lane will get +4, assuming the stones aren't decent. You know, if they've got the power stone, I'm stuffed. Equally, if they've got the lane filler, then I'm kind of stuffed. Yeah, let's just retreat. You snap turn 6, pal. You've told me you got a winning hand. I'll take my cube and run. Is it just me, or is the game not keeping up with rank? Well, I could have sworn then on my screen it said I went down to rank 89. Yet when I saw my rank at the corner of my eye, just as I was going into the next round, it said 90. Mace and Dapper's kits. I didn't know that Mace was a master detective. So, you learn something new every day. Yeah, well, I very rarely do I? That's decent. That's 4 cards played, so adding the fact we get extra energy for doing that, that's what should be easy play next turn. Sadly, we don't get any more Merlin benefit. Yeah, 7 energy. They've also stole a card, which was pretty rude. Infinity Ultron. I'll take that, getting destroyed.
Opponent snapped.
a snap like that, you'd think they've got the Power Stone. It could be a bluff snap, but again, turn 6, you're thinking that's probably the one thing that makes sense for a snap like that. And because I've got priority, I can't destroy it. Where I'm thinking, I might need to find a deck that's got Cosmo in it. I saw a C3 deck a little bit ago that was running Cosmo, and I'm thinking I should lean back towards that. I wouldn't have thought so.
Escaped.
I gave credit, but I don't expect it to be the case. See, that's what was confusing me before. It said I went back to rank 89, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. And then I see rank 90. I'm like... I get it. They're doing under the hood stuff at the moment. There's going to be a few bugs. Or more bugs than you normally get. But something like that, it's like, come on. Alright, Hellboy. In fairness, that's actually a kind of cool one for Hellboy. I mean, I will add as well that if there's a reason to play this card, it's the variant, you know? Like, how often do I play Electra? Let's have a bit of fun playing it. Saying that, I'm sure I've seen Super Tech God run it a few times. Like, unironically. Well, that's okay. A little bit irritating we can't play right, because Mysterio's, I won't say dead, but he's decreased in value. That's increased it. I'll just maximize my energy. Camelot Miniaturized Lab is a very odd combo because I don't want to play anything below 5. Or above 5, I should say. That misery makes me... Oh, it's Arisham as well, so we haven't got to worry about that. I don't mind playing them in combo because even though Merlin drops 2... Mobius will gain 2. Oh. Scarlet Witch is cool. Okay. Polymorph. Give me a 2 cost. And then we do that. And we do that. And just hope it's enough. Alright. Ah, of course it doesn't attack skills, it just attacks characters. I mean, it didn't really help me, but it's something. I mean, I'll take that.
Victory.
I mean, I've said what I've said about tack. And I stand by it because when you think this deck's got a fair amount of tack in it. I mean, even if it's not traditional, you've got Mobius, Shang, and Enchantress in this group. You could also argue Echo and Electra kind of tech, if not common. I ended up with this one the other day. Gold metallic finish with a rainbow stardust flare. It's kind of nice. I'd accidentally rolled that. I mean, again, it was a gold finish, so it was nice, but the white stardust, it was like... So I wasn't upset I rolled it, but that actually feels kind of nice. Still like that for Storm. I'd like something better for the background though. You got copper with gold finish on Baby Iron Man. I can imagine that being good with the copper. I mean, this is where I feel weird with cards mastery and custom cards. The principle I like, but I almost feel like they need to give you the ability to get more custom cards, because I have cards that I'm very happy with and I don't want to split. So it's like, once I get a variant, I'm like, do I really want to play this card? Right, C5. Oh. Alright, that could screw him a touch. And they got priority, so I don't mind that either. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there so that Sasquatch stays at 4. Yeah, again, it does feel like there's just something missing with it all. Oh, we got the Cerebro. Right, so that moves right, so that's fine. Alright, they might not be expecting this over on the left. And then if we just stack that, that's... I don't know if it's enough, but hopefully it is. Yeah, that is traditional. Oh, we haven't got enough there. That's a shame. I felt like we actually did alright, sort of catching up a bit there. Although, why Sinister? Well, maybe. You'd be very... If you play Galacta in a Cerebro deck, you're playing with fire, aren't you? I mean, you're essentially saying to yourself, right, I'm going to either hit Cerebro, Mystique, or anything with 2 power. Alright, I've got about 17 minutes now until I've got to go. Yep. Alright, bye-bye, Zabu. Something tells me I'm going to lose you as well, Echo. Well, I might lose you, Echo. I don't know. Everyone listens, I look good in black. Merlin. Right, they get a demon and I destroy their hood. I'm not tilted. I assume they could transform the left location. I wouldn't mind. He did all that for a cube.
Escaped.
Jelly penguin. Who's a jelly penguin? Who's a jelly penguin? They've got prio, so I'm just going to play there. Oh well. Never know, I might make them think I'm a bot. We'll hold Mysterio because we haven't got Sasquatch.
This just in.
Oh, we both got Mobius. Okay, well. It's an excuse to do a point thing. Yeah, he should be next. Mobius? Doom. Okay. Once in future. The trouble with the Mysterios, they'll be taken away from us. I think we take that one away though. And let's add Gwenpool into the mix. That would be very nice to hit with Enchantress. Right, all the cards I wanted to play didn't get hit. Okay, so here's a fun question. Do I Enchantress here? I think I do. Almost makes me wish I got an Absman. Just hope that's enough. Gonna be Doom. Nah, it's not enough. Then do we win the mid? 3 each way, so it's a draw. First time I've seen Doom 2099 in the bet. Or it feels like the first time in a while anyway. I think there's a definite case to say that card got over-nerfed. Like maybe they were anticipating something that was going to be a problem and it never arrived. Zabu on there is a waste, so we'll just play it in Camelot. Right, you're not a waste there though. They're either gaining power or decreasing cost, so that's fine by me. Okay, Scarlet Witch. That is a call. And we're going to play Gwenpool. Alright, Mysterio got hit, which I'm glad about. I was wondering if he was being too shy. I need to play Mysterio this turn, though. Let's go and fill the lane up a bit, sadly. Okay, double surge. Fair enough. That's a bummer. Should keep priority. Ooh, same. Next one. Kitty gone. Alright.
All systems go.
I mean, it's a 5-power Mysterio, it's not bad. I don't really know what this'll do, but... Do we play that in case there's a big boy? 3 less power, but it's got more impact if it's a big boy. Can't even say I know what this deck's building towards.
Power must be controlled.
Well, that was well thought out. Like, I genuinely don't get that. Why would you play Shang-Chi in a lane where he's not even going to win if you play the Shang-Chi? You know, I would like to think when I'm playing this, I do at least do the math in that regard. Okay, I wouldn't mind getting rid of that. Yeah, we'll play Electro, just jam the lane up if we can. Sorry, no. Did I say Electro? I'm a Gladiator. Sadly, they got the benefit. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's going to move the Echo, but I thought if they try and play something elsewhere, fair enough. Okay, we'll do this. Obviously, it won't reduce Sasquatch, but it might give me an out on my final turn in terms of power from Fastos. You never know, Echo could be doing like a slide job in terms of making him think, oh, I can't play there. I'm guessing not. There's a Mysterio of their own, surely it is. Galacta. Once and future. Omniversal presence. Oh, cheers. Didn't want to play there anyway. I mean, they've got Prio. It'd be kind of amusing if I could just do that and win. I don't think it'll work, but it would be amusing. No way. Oddly enough, oh no, it wouldn't work because of Soulstone still. Actually, it would have worked if I played them the other way around, because I could have then Electric the Soulstone, then Shang'd the Thanos. Still wouldn't have been enough power, I don't think, but at least it would have been a more pleasing end to that. Just trying to do numbers in my head there. I don't think it would have been enough. Alright, let's Zabu. I don't mind skipping a card to not play Electro right now. Okay. Snappy, snappy. Nico. You want to move to the left. I want more information. What do you want to move to the right? Sorry, not to the left. Is it Human Torch? Mr. Deadpool. Nocturne. Wow. Wouldn't have been on my list. Bit of an odd thing to want a clone of, but better to have and not need, I guess. And plus we can Gwenpool next. So we could always do Gwenpool and get one big massive Shang-Chi. They can obviously move Nocturne as well, so they probably will want to move that left so that Camelot doesn't trigger. Okay, that was good. We prevented Ms. Marvel. Yeah, we'll play that. And again, I think we hold Electra. We don't need to play this turn. Yeah, I figured they'd want to do that. Got their own Mobius, okay. Well, 1, 2, surely. Disrupt them as Marvel. Yeah. I mean, they should retreat after a boom snap like that, but if they're confident, then they'll take the chances. Because they could Doctor Doom. If they Doom, I don't really think they would still have enough. I could be wrong. That was a call. I don't think I've seen a game like that for some time. Alright, I think that's actually a decent place to end it, if I'm going to be honest. I haven't done much climbing, sadly, but I'm going to say we have actually played a fair amount. I mean, if I just change, or if I bring this over even. I've been trying to keep track of my deck, but this is all I've been seeing for most of my stream. Let's see if I can pull it up with a bit of willpower. If I go on decks. Collection synced about 2 hours ago. Really? Still 2 hours ago? Yeah, the website has been so laggy. Out of curiosity, if I bring up Snap.fan, have they been keeping track? I don't know if that's accurate, but it says 5 and 6. I could believe it. The other one we played, it's got a decent track. I'm going to say 37 and 37% win rate from a 13 and 22. That really blows when you read it out loud. That didn't like it's reading into the future 17 hours ago, and that's 1 day ago. Yeah, something's up with Untapped. Oh, there it is. 45%. Yeah, so oddly enough, despite the low win rate, very decent cube rate. So I think it's one of those where if I can actually retreat a bit more strategically, the poor win rate might be compensated by a strong cube rate, so not the worst thing. Anyway, I know that's not what you guys were here for in terms of, you know, you probably wanted to see how The ancient one was getting on. Yeah, I wouldn't say it looked great. But yeah, there we go. We tried to do something with it. So, thank yous to everyone who's been on stream. I am just going to quickly pop open my dashboard just in case I missed anything. I don't think I did. But we will have a double check. Kadabug, that was the one that I did forget for a second there. It resubbed for the 17th month, so thank you very much, Kadabug. Alright, so I'll tell you what, we've got 5 people here. I'm just going to launch a very quick raid if we can find someone. If I can find someone. Always a challenge. Especially when my screen here has just been absolutely slow again. So I may have to give it up as a bad idea, but we'll see. Can we do it? I know, T-Max. I was bad there. I was bad. I will hold my hands up. That was a very guilty boomer snap. I honestly didn't think he would stay, to be fair. I thought, if I have played Ms. Marvel and I'm being snapped on turn 6, I'd be expecting Enchantress. So I didn't think he would stick it. But say la vie. I will take my 8 cubes. And I will for once be quite happy that no one caught me out. Yeah, I can't get this raid up. For whatever reason, Twitch does not want to let me raid. So we're going to have to just call it as we... Well, we're just going to have to call it. Alright, so thank you all for being here, folks. And the plan's now to be back on Saturday. I'm not going to do Marvel Snap then. That was just today because I was like, I don't know what to do. Plus, I didn't do a Marvel Snap video this week, so I wanted to just cover that little gap a little bit. But Saturday, I'm probably going to do something completely different, so keep your eyes out for that. If you haven't already, keep an eye out for my Let's Play channel. I'm going to stream to there, just for the fact that it fits the theme more. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you there and then. And until then, have a good rest of your week. Bye for now, everyone.